Hello, good day to you all. How has been our day? You are welcome to another class today. This is Swapa's Educational Consult. Today we are going to be looking at mathematics as usual. And the topic we want to look at today is quadratic equations. Quadratic equations is one of the simplest topic in mathematics. And we have various methods of solving quadratic equation. The first method is factorization method. The second method is completing the square method. And the third method is general method. This general method is otherwise known as almighty formula. Some people call it almighty formula. We shall be taking this method one by one. But for the interest of today's class, we are going to focus on factorization method. Factorization method. How do we apply factorization method in solving quadratic equation? Now, look at it now. This is the definition of quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is definition of what? Of quadratic equation. This is how quadratic equation always look like. Any equation that look like this is known as quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now, assuming we want to apply factorization method to solve this question, the question is 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals to 0. Now let us now trace the variables under the equation. Let's trace the variables with the parameters we have in the question. A goes for 2, B goes for 7, while C represents 6. That is how to trace it. The value of A in the question, the value of A is 2, the value of B is 7, while the value of constant C is 6. Now, to apply factorization method to solve quadratic equation, we have to follow some steps. The first step is to find the product of A and C. That is the first step. Take note. Find the product of what? Of A and C. That means multiply A and C together. Our A, don't forget, as far as this question is concerned, our A is 2, while our C is 6. By the time we multiply the value of A, which is 2, and 6 together, what are we going to get? We are going to get 12. That is step number 1. You will now write the 12 somewhere at the back of your book or in a rough sheet. You write the 12 like this. I believe we are getting it. This 12 now, you now look for the factors of 12. All the factors of 12, meaning that every two numbers that you must multiply together, that will give you 12. Let us now start writing the factors of 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Minus 2 times minus 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Minus 3 times minus 12, minus 4 rather. Minus 3 times minus 4 is still 12. Then 12 times 1 is 12. Minus 12 times minus 1 is also 12. All this give us 12. I believe where we get the 12 from, we all understand it. The product of what? Of A and C. Whatever the value of A is and whatever the value of C is, you multiply the two of them together to give you this value. So that's where we got the 12 from. Now we have written all the factors of 12. That is step number 1. Then step number 2 is that we are going to assume in the factors of 12 now that we have, we are going to assume multiplication for addition. Wherever we see multiplication sign, we are going to assume it is an addition sign. That is wherever we see times, we think it is plus. Now let us now start. 2 plus 6, 8. Minus 2 plus minus 6, minus 8. 3 plus 4, 7. Minus 3 plus minus 4, minus 7. 12 plus 1, 13. Minus 12 plus minus 1, minus 13. Out of all these things we have written here, we are going to take only one. Only one is useful. So how are we going to know which one is useful? From the last answer we get here, don't forget this is step number 2. From the last answer we have here, we are going to look at the one that is equal to the value of B we have in the question. What is the value of b in the question? The value of b is 7, plus 7. So we now go back to the factors we have. We pick the one that gives us plus 7. Look at it. This is the one that gives us plus 7. 3 times what? 3 times 4. That is the one that gives us plus 7. How we get this plus 7, I believe we understand it. Now that is out of all these factors, we are picking only 3 and what? 3 and 4. What are we going to use 3 and 4 for? We are going to use the 3 and 4 to replace everything under b. We are going to use the factor we have here to replace b. That is to replace 7. So why every other thing still remain the same. Therefore, we are going to have 2x squared plus, don't forget we are replacing 7 now, we don't want 7 again. We are going to have 3 and 4. That is plus 3x plus 4x then plus 6 equal to 0. So the only thing that has changed in the original equation is plus 7x. So the plus 7x has been replaced with plus 3 and plus 4. And that is what we are having here. Now we are now going to the step of factorization. We have actually taken 2 steps. The next step is that we are having 4 entities here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to group them 2, 2. We group them 2, 2. So we are having 2x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 6. So we are working to factorization now. We want to factorize. So in the process of factorization, we want to look at what is common here between 2x squared and 3x. What do we have as common? What is common? The only thing that is common here is x. If you take out the x from this one and this one now we are having what left? We are having only 2x left. By the time we take x out of 2x squared, we have what? We have 2x left. Plus, we have taken x out of 3x. What do we have left here? We are having 3 here. And for you to know whether you are correct or wrong, you can just pause and open the bracket. By the time you open the bracket, you must get the previous step back. If you are unable to get the previous step, then you are wrong. Let us try and check. X multiplied by 2x, it gives us 2x squared. X multiplied by 3, it gives us 3x. I believe that step is clear. Then plus, we look at this one too, 4x and 6. What is common thing between them? I think 2 is common. You take out the 2. By the time you take out the 2, this one you are going to have 2x left. I believe you are getting it. When you take out 2 from 4x, you are having 2x left. Then plus, you take out 2 out of 6. Take out 2 out of 6. It's not in terms of subtraction. In terms of multiplication and division. When you take out 2 out of 6, you are going to be having 3 left. Is equals to 0. And to cross check whether we are right or not, you can as well open the bracket. 2 times 2x, it still gives us 4x. 2 times plus 3, it gives us 6. That is to tell us that we are still correct. Now, at the same time, we can still cross check to test whether we are correct or not, whether we are on the way or we are out of the way. Look at this one and this one. If they are the same, that means we are still on the way. But the moment you discover that this one and this one are not the same, then somewhere there's a problem somewhere. You are wrong. Then you have to go back again and start afresh. But thank God for this one, we are right. Because this one and this one are equal. They are the same. Then if that should be the case, you take this one and this one together, marry them together. X plus 2. This is x, this is 2. Take them together. Then out of these two guys that look alike, just pick only one. Pick only one. 2x plus 3. Everything still equals to 0. Now, if that should be the case, we have x plus 2 equals 0 or 2x plus 3 equals 0. We are working to get the answer now. The answer is also it's also otherwise known as the root of the equation. So we are going to have x is equal to 0 minus 2 or 2x is equal to 0 minus 3. I believe you are getting it. Now we have x is equal to minus 2 or 2x equals to minus 3. Therefore, the final answer is going to be x is equals to minus 2 or x is equals to minus 3 over 2. Minus 3 divided by 2. So these are the final answer. The final answer are minus 2 or minus 3 over 2. That is a minus 3 over 2. Don't forget it is an improper fraction. We have to take it to mixed fraction. So invariably we are going to have x is equals to minus 2 or x is equals to minus one whole number 1 over 2. So that is we have changed the minus 3 over 2 improper to mixed fraction, which is a minus one whole number 1 over 2. These are the final answer we have. Minus 2 and minus one whole number 1 over 2. This final answer are called the root of the equation. So that is how to take factorization method to solving quadratic equation. It is as very simple as that. Thanks for watching. You can try and share this short video to other groups, especially for group that have students, so that students will have something to benefit from. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.